Hey, hi, I'm ready to go. I'm really excited that we are on the last, down here. We're on the fourth wedge, and that means we are half through. And that means now I'm going to go get stories that use the first four because it has past tense, it has four of the most important ones. We can make a story out of it. So I'm really excited. And I'm excited that you have continued this far. And I'm going to teach you Spanish. You just have to stick with me. You know, I'm encouraged that my family encourages me. And so I want to sing a song for my great-granddaughter. Where'd it go? All right. We're going to do a little song. And the song says, Me voy con él. That means I'll go with him. Speaking of Jesus, of course. And it goes, Me voy con él, me voy con él, me voy con él, me voy con él. Yo no me quedo, me voy con él. So, me voy means I go. And the me in front means I go myself. Me voy. A lot of times when people are talking and one person wants to leave, he'll say, me voy. That means I'm taking myself away. So let's do it again. Me voy con él, me voy con él, me voy con él, me voy con él. Yo no me quedo, me voy con él. This was one of the first songs when I was teaching little kids in Baja, California. They sang it so loud. Mexican kids can sing so loud. And I just always love to hear this song because they sang it with such enthusiasm. So let's do it one more time. Me voy con él. Me voy con él, me voy con él, me voy con él, me voy con él. Yo no me quedo. Me voy con él. Now, no me quedo. Quedar is to remain. So if I say quedo or no me quedo, it means I won't remain here. I'm going with him, with Jesus. And the one on the bottom is one we already did. Cristo me ama, Cristo me ama, Cristo me ama. La Biblia dice así. Is that the one that was there, or am I singing a different one? Yeah, that's it. Let's do it again. Cristo me ama, Cristo me ama, Cristo me ama. La Biblia dice así. So, present tense, me ama, loves me, and la Biblia, the Bible, dice, present tense, says so. Dice así. Okay? All right, let's go on with our lessons now. I have a new one. Now, the fourth wedge is also a past tense, and it is past participle. Do you know what a participle is? Well, in English, a lot of our verbs that are participles end with a N, like eaten, risen, flown, spoken. Isn't that strange? The participles end with an N, and I don't know why, but those are the ones that we're doing. Now, we don't say I written. We say I have written. We don't say I eaten. No, you have to use a helping in English as well as in Spanish. Right? So the helper in Spanish is so easy. Look at the bottom. It is here. A means I have, and a means he has. Hemos, we have. On, they have. Isn't that easy? So we have a participle. How do we make the participle? That's easy. It's either ADO, we take off the ending, and then put ADO on the AR verbs, and we take off IR or ER and put EDO on the other types. So we can say, let's see, I think I have some examples here. Let me look. All right. So there it is. If I say yo he hablado, I have spoken. Yo he hablado. That makes sense, doesn't it? Now, yo that's the helper. Yo ha tomado. Joe has taken. And la niña ha comido. She has, no, comido. La niña ha comido. She has eaten. So, you take your mother verb, take off the ending, and you either add ADO or you add IDO, and you use the helper, and you're making the participle. And actually, when we talk, we use it a lot. I have written, I have spoken, I have, a lot of them end with the N, and I don't know why. Okay, let's do them again. Yo he hablado, I have spoken. Yo ha tomado. La niña ha comido. Mama ha mirado. If it's an AR, it's going to be ado. Mamá ha mirado. Los niños han salido. Los perros han corrido. Hemos comprado. Okay? So, now that's really easy for the last wedge. And now let's talk about when I come the next time, I'm going to have some stories. And you know where I found them? My granddaughter sent me the New Testament in Spanish. Because now we're in the pandemic, whatever. And I can't go out and I can't go into stores. But the New Testament in the book of Acts is all stories. And so I can use the stories from the Spanish New Testament, the book of Acts. So if you can find one, then that's what I'm going to be using. And I'll have them with me, okay? What else was I going to tell you about that? So get yourself a Spanish New Testament. And then we're going to do the stories, because we have 4. Okay, let's review. What are the 4 wedges that we have so far? Can you recognize them? Number 1, present tense. How do you recognize present tense? No accents, very straightforward, bland. Number 2, progressive. That's ing. And in Spanish, it's A-N-D-O or I-E-N-D-O, okay? So that's pretty easy. And progressive. And what was the next one? The imperfect. The imperfect, take off the ending and either put aba or ia. And then today's participle is either IDO or ADO. Now, isn't it amazing that language, I think, was created by God because it's so clever. You can see the difference. If I look at a paper, I can see if it's past or present. And I can hear if it's past or present. Isn't that clever? And you don't have to memorize these endings, because when we start doing stories and you say, oh, I don't remember what ADO is, then you have your circle, you have your reference, you just look back and you can see what it is. You can do that with stories until you automatically memorize it. And we will try to say it enough so that you recognize hearing it also. That's the way it goes. Okay, that's exciting, and we'll talk to you again later. Bye-bye.